Welcome back to the Brakecast. I'm your co-host Brandon,
I'm your co-host Jay.
and we are back for another episode. We have our special guest today, returning for the second time, Mr. J Clubb.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Like we to do with all of our
Pleasure's all.
guests. What's been going on in your life since we've last seen you? It's been a minute since you've been on here.
Well, since the last I've been on here, I think I was just graduating college. So been working, gaining a lot of experience out in the field. Been enjoying it. Feels good not to have to worry about school anymore. So wake up every day and just do the same thing. I mean, as long as you like it, it makes it worthwhile, makes it easy. So that's about it.
Honestly, that's an underrated part of not having school
Definitely.
is like the same thing. Like that consistency of schedule has been so nice for
Yeah.
me.
Also, not having to worry about homework or whatever. Like when you're home, you're home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have to worry about any other thing.
You actually have your afternoon after
Uh,
work.
yeah, go to the gym, do whatever.
Worry about what you're
So
gonna make for dinner.
should we get in? Yeah, that too. That's important.
But yeah.
Now, so today we're talking about survival, right? And what would we bring if we were
Yeah,
to get stranded?
yeah. We
I
each
think we
have
should
five
clarify,
items.
I guess, where we're getting stranded too. Yeah. So are we saying that we're being stranded like where we are right now? I guess somewhere, as
Let's
in
just
like
say
same
just
climate.
yeah, middle. Ooh, well, if we did same climate, I would have changed mine up a bit.
Well, I'd say where you're at
What
right now. I mean, we're all in different spots,
or
sort of.
whatever climate? Yeah.
I mean, just somewhere to where I think you're lost, you have no sense of direction, and you could be out there for a while. So, what are some things that, we would suggest we would want to bring in order that does happen, how we can survive? Be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't mind if I was in a forest, but if I'm in a desert, I would
Definitely.
change mine up.
Yeah. I mean, we can go
I'd
forest.
say just keep yours as a forest. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
what I
gonna do
wrote
that
mine
because
too.
desert's different.
Yeah.
For
All right, Club, do you want to start us off since you're the guest for today?
sweet.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know if you all remember if you watched the last one what I do. I'm outside a lot. I'm in the woods. It's kind of where I work. It's been pretty cool, but sometimes, I mean, we have to be ready. We have to be ready for some unknown circumstance that could come our way, and we have to be able to survive. So, if I were to choose, I mean, solid thing I would want to have on me is a really good sharp tool. Let's say a fixed blade knife, something that I know can last me a long time. I know won't break. It's sturdy. The
Hmm.
blade was made thick. I can be able to use it for so many different things, making houses, starting fires, assortment of things. But a good, solid, sharp tool is what I'd say for my number one.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important to have that. Um, yeah, be able to cut things down, be able to use it, even in like a defensive situation too, if you really needed to.
Sure. Yeah.
It can have a lot of different uses.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I
Yeah.
had, well,
See,
I'll
mine was
let
your
Jake go next, but I had one sort of similar to that as well.
We might have some
yeah. I'll,
similarities here. That's
Yeah,
okay.
probably that means great minds think alike.
exactly.
That's right.
So yeah, I'd say mine. I'll just do mine that's similar. Mine aren't in any order, but I said a hatchet because I feel like a hatchet could be just as useful, if maybe more. If it's like sharp enough, you can use it as a knife. But yeah, you could chop down trees or do whatever. Hunt. You could throw it,
Hey,
throw it at an animal or something if you're trying to get some dinner.
if you get
I
really
feel like
good
that's a
at
good
it,
multi-purpose. Yeah, you could you can do whatever with it. But yeah, that would probably that's one of mine for sure. I don't know how
Yeah,
you guys feel about that.
yeah. I mean, it's sort of the same premise as clubs. I guess it's just different shape, maybe slightly different effectiveness for certain things, but other things maybe not quite as much.
So what would you say, Brandon, as your number one?
So I sort of the same premise. I did just like a multi-tool, like just a solid multiple things on there. Um, just because for me, when I think of five, I wanted the most bang for my buck. So I did a multi-tool because there's a lot of different things.
Mm.
It's not quite as big as like an axe or something like that, but just the versatility you can have in the multi-tool is something I think would be invaluable to be out there.
Well,
Oh, I like
definitely.
that. That's good.
You got your bottle opener, your well, yeah, screwdriver. You know, if you go out of the woods, you know, you got to fix a car or something.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
but
Got
it's just
that.
yeah,
definitely.
having
It's
a
got
good
that file
multi-tool.
to it. It's got that
Yeah,
file
the
just in case you
toothpick.
need to, file down your fingers, getting a little long.
Exactly. Those are the best for if you're camping,
Yeah,
you gotta have a
or the
multi-tool.
toothpick or the tweezers.
Oh, hit,
That was
yeah.
very true.
You're gonna get a
Hey,
thorn out there, man. You gotta be
yeah, or if you're
prepared.
getting rescued, at least your eyebrows look good.
Right on, man. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
All right, Club, do you want
That's
to
a good
go
one.
ahead and move to number 2 on your list,
Yeah.
or just second one? Doesn't have to be in
Yeah.
order.
Well, yeah, these are just nothing's in order here. It's just 5 things I'd want. Number 2, I would say, and I'll have to explain a little bit, but fishing line. Now,
Mm.
it's, I mean, for rope would be number one reason, but the amount that you get in one little spool of fishing line, even if you grab 2, they're not that, you know, not that big. You can put them in your pocket or something, but I mean, however many yards you get that really good solid line. I know they say, like, yeah, you can use tree bark, you can skim down and like make your own rope and stuff like that. And yeah, that works. You can still do that for sure, but it would be another extra support to have. And hey, if you're near a lake or something, if you find a source of water, there's fish. You already got that fishing line. Make a makeshift fish or fishing rod or something. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you just get a stick and it's the
right?
line.
Yeah. But I think,
Speaking of
yeah,
fishing,
for the
watch
amount that you
the
have, I
pandemic.
think fishing line. Yeah, pandemic, man. Grandpappy Skeet knows.
Yeah,
But yeah,
That is a
fishing
good
line.
one. Yeah,
I
that's
think
a good
that's a
one. I
good
didn't think
one.
about doing fishing line instead of like a regular rope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the
But yeah, you do get a
versatility,
lot
because
more.
they could still support a lot of weight too. So if you're building a shelter and you want to place like a tarp or
Right.
something over it,
You know, you could double, loop it around a couple times also.
yeah, or
Increase the strength.
if things aren't going great, well, you got an exit.
No.
We can make that more sane, say setting traps to catch
Yeah.
animals.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Snares.
Snares,
Yeah, that's a good
nets.
one.
But
All
yeah.
right, yeah,
What do you guys think?
I think it's
All right.
great. It just versatility. Again, if you only can bring 5 items, they got to serve more than one purpose. I think
For sure.
Definitely.
because otherwise, I mean, I
Yeah.
bring all of Bass Pro Shops with me.
I mean, if they let you,
Yeah,
I'd definitely do it.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that'd
Jake,
be
you want to
nice.
go ahead with your second one?
Yeah. So I also had something similar. I just had rope though. I didn't specify what kind. So the fishing line, that is a good idea. But I guess in my head I was thinking more like a paracord type thing. Because
Oh, yeah.
you can take the paracord apart and there's a little strands within it. So
Paracord is a
yeah,
good one. Strong stuff
Mhm.
too.
yeah, it's very useful as well.
Especially if
Multi-purpose.
if you're with someone, you need to rescue them.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
fell in a hole or something.
yeah. So yeah, that was my second one.
Or make a nice
What a,
bracelet.
yeah, you could.
Start
I
making
still have
crafts.
one of those somewhere.
Dude, you know who was really good at making them? Zach, man. Shout out Zach. Dude, he used to make good paracord bracelets. I'm not even kidding.
It's really cute, man.
That is
Yeah, bro,
cute.
he was good at them. Hey, and you wear those, and it's on your wrist, so that might be like a free item right there.
That is
Yeah.
a free item. Always wear one.
Yeah.
Or have a watch that has the bracelet,
Oh, because then you get the
the
time and
band
stuff
is the
too with
paracord.
a
Right.
Yeah.
compass.
And a yeah.
Jeez, man, that's like a 3-in-1. That's like a 4 for 4 from Wendy's.
Yeah. Maybe you could even like take apart the watch and use the glass as like a magnifying thing, start a fire.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dang, man, there's a lot of
I don't
uses
know.
right there.
That is.
All right.
All right.
What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's really good. That was one I actually the fishing line rope was something I just forgot about. Like they're both really important, especially when making a shelter too. And there's just a lot of things. It's the versatility is what really matters about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Brandon, what's your second thing?
So since I was going for forest, I said one of the filtration straws as a source
Ooh.
for water because one of the big things, obviously water you need it a lot. You need it one of the most, right? Water makes everything go around. Is the problem is trying to find good clean water. Yes, you can boil water, but you also would probably want something to put it in. I just thought the filtration straw. I just more versatile. You can use more water sources because obviously, if you don't have something like that, you want to make sure you boil the water, or else you're not gonna be feeling too good with that
Right.
nasty water in you.
A good
No,
filtration system.
not
I
gonna
mean,
last long.
that's good.
Yeah, but I said those straws because it's just
That
the
is good.
easiest and it's compact as well. So when you need to move from place to place, maybe it's something light
Ooh.
because you want to be careful about how much weight you're carrying,
Yeah.
especially if you're close or you're trying to move. Which, by the way, if you initially get lost, do not move from your spot unless you're 110% sure you can find your way back.
Yeah.
Or nobody's coming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, I will say they also have water bottles that have the filters in them,
Yeah, I've seen
so
those
that could be a
too.
good one too.
They
Yeah.
even have like the big bags, like they come out with gallon bag, like plastic bags that you can make, and it takes like, a few hours or something, but then you get
Yeah.
clean water. And it's
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah. I've
cool.
seen that. They have like two bag. They have like your dirty bag and
Mm-hmm.
bag, so you can have keep. Let's say you just fill up water at a creek or something, keep it in the dirty bag, and then you can just filter it into the clean one, whatever. That'd be good. All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Club, you want to say your third one?
Yeah. We mentioned it with the paracord, but it was slightly mentioned. But I was gonna say a compass.
yeah,
Um,
Mm.
North, south, east, and west. I mean, know where you're going. You can track where you're at with that compass. I mean, even if you just have, very basic one, it's still, I feel like, an important tool to have. I mean, you don't want to get too lost if you already are. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but
No, that's a good one.
yeah. That is just knowing your direction, especially if
Yeah.
you somehow have access to a map.
yeah, I mean, map would be
Yeah,
like
that'd be.
pristine gold, but
Yeah,
you um, I mean, using the compass just to make sure, like, if you go too far somewhere this way, then you get too lost. Oh, well, you pull that thing out. Oh, where I came from the east, so now I'm going to walk back west and see if I can pick up on some cues of where I left off.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, because going back to the sharp tools and stuff like that, you can mark trees. So then when you start heading
Mm.
back, you can see, oh, I've already been here, so I know I've been in an area before.
Yeah, that's
We were
good.
just letting the people, we were letting the world know. Just here's what you're gonna do.
Pretty much.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
They should
Hey, they're
hire us
gonna be
here, the
able to if they
Rangers,
just
man.
listen to this.
Dude,
Yeah.
Ranger
If they
Randy.
watch this podcast, then
Ranger Randy should hire us. I wonder what he's doing.
Well, to see.
yeah.
But yeah, that was my number 3. How about you guys?
Well, that is a good one. So I'd say similar to Brandon's. As in it deals with water. I said a pot,
Yeah, to boil.
not yeah. So
Not
yeah, you can
actually
use it to
pot, just
boil.
pot to put water in.
Yes, like a pan. So
A
yeah,
cooking
you
pot.
could collect water with it. You could collect a lot more water than like with a water bottle or something, and you could boil all the water, or you could cook in it, or you could even like if it rains, you could collect uh the rain in the pot too. So I feel like it's a good like multi-purpose thing.
Exactly. Like
Mm.
we talked about, it's that versatility.
Yeah, and like a lot of these things, well, some things you can probably find like a substitute for in nature. You know, it's kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
a knife. You could find a sharp rock or something. Yeah. But pot, like you're not gonna find anything that's like a pot unless it's like
Yeah,
a really weird shaped rock.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's a good one. And you can use it even, I mean, for water to cook your own food and have something stable you can have. Put all your stuff in, make like a jambalaya.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if you're getting access to like spices and rice and whatever.
Hey, you never know.
I don't
You
know
never
how
know.
lost you are at that point.
You
You gotta
find
look
some
around.
water and a squirrel,
Yeah,
Oh,
nice boil.
some
Or
green wild
frogs, dude.
onions.
oh yeah, frog legs.
Yeah.
Take them off, put them in there.
That'd be good.
It's a good meal there.
Really is.
Oh yeah.
But
See, Brad.
yeah, I'll go with my number 3. Just some sort of first aid kit in general. Especially, it needs to include something that disinfects. Because the problem is, if you get cut by something and it has stuff in it, you could, you could be in a really bad spot, including, losing feeling and stuff, and possibly like, things might just fall off. I don't know. Like just
Yeah,
having something that helps to clean it, but also like first aid and try to make it as versatile as you can. Everything from a band-aid to even stuff like gauze. I think gauze is one of the biggest one because what you can also do, especially let's say you trip, you break your leg, you get 2 big sticks, put on your leg, and you wrap it with gauze to hold your leg in place so you don't like bend your leg around. So you can still kind of hobble around. Because again, the most scary thing is that you trip, you fall, you break your leg. Now you're stuck in the woods and you can't walk. So
yeah,
you're basically
Yeah,
a
that'd be
sitting
not
duck
a good
for the
situation.
elements or
yeah.
whatever, or whatever goes on in the national forest. That's a conspiracy that we can talk about another day. By the way,
Yeah.
one thing, conspiracy guy right here. If you ever see a staircase in the middle of a national park, do not approach it. In the middle of the woods, abandoned. Don't approach it.
Where does it lead to?
It's just like crazy stuff happens on it. Like you just gotta. It's one of those you gotta read. It's cool.
Interesting.
It's one of those things. If there's a staircase there, don't mess with it, man. You never know what's out there.
All right, noted.
Just one of those things. I listened to like stories from national rangers and like their craziest stuff. That's one of them is those staircases that are out there because like those national forests are so big, just you can't see everything. You don't know what's going on out there, especially like the
Who made
Appalachians.
this?
A lot of stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
Who made the staircase?
That who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
another
yeah, I'll
survival
definitely look
tip right
into that.
there. Break vlog survival tip.
There you
Don't
go.
go into any staircases, cryptic staircases in the
Yeah,
woods.
weird things can happen.
Was a little extra. That was the extra right there. That was
Yeah, that
not
was
the
a
tool, but the
bonus.
tip.
Also, if
Bonus
any
tip.
animals who are walking on their hind legs that aren't supposed to be, run.
Yeah.
That applies more in Arizona, but
It may look like a deer, but it's not.
yeah, it is not. That's not a deer.
Watch out for yahoos too.
It'll take your soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, what are those things called? Um, Skinwalkers. They're big in
Yep.
Arizona
Yeah.
and stuff, dude. Skinwalkers, man. Gotta be
Is
careful.
Skinwalker Ranch in Arizona?
Yeah,
Oh
Skinwalker.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that show. All right, we gotta get back
Yeah.
on track. We can make another episode easily about like
All
forest
about it.
conspiracies and mountain monsters. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. We'll have to write that one down.
Yeah. All right, Club. You want to go with number 4?
Yeah. Yeah. So at night, have something to sleep in. I'd say a really nice warm sleeping bag. I mean, some of those like you can get those like thermal, like 0 degree ones, like could be like wintertime, get really cold at night, you don't want to freeze. And it's something I mean, like a tent or something, or like if you're secure in an area, a house would be good to build. But I mean, if you're trying to get out of a situation you don't want to be in and you're lost, I feel like you would want to be moving, trying to get to some place. And so having
Yeah.
a sleeping bag, you can take it with you really easily. It doesn't take much setup time. And, you know, I mean, make a makeshift tent or something if you want at night. But a nice warm sleeping
Absolutely.
bag is what I'd say.
Because it takes one
Yeah.
night in bad elements to kill you versus water.
Mhm.
It's like 2 to 3 days. Food is like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Food's kind of like the least of your concern.
Yeah.
Like you're freshly lost.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a
Also, I
good
don't know.
one.
Yeah.
I was saying I don't know if we've said it yet, but we're not responsible if you only take these things out in the woods and you
Yeah.
don't survive.
Full
Break plugs
disclaimer.
not responsible.
Yeah. Please don't like be like, OMG, this is the only podcast I ever need to listen to. I'm gonna go out in the woods and try to survive. Like, no.
You're not gonna survive.
And chase
Yeah.
and hunt the skinwalker.
Yes, exactly. And the staircases in the middle. I'm telling you, man, you
Yeah.
gotta get on them.
I won't.
Make sure you climb all the way to the top.
Yeah, dude, there's weird stuff that can happen, man. I don't know. It's some weird stuff.
You get superpowers.
But yeah, that's a good one, Club. Mine's actually similar. I'll let Jake go, but mine's similar to that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do mine. It is somewhat similar, but I said a tarp for shelter.
Yeah.
Which you could make a little just tarp shelter, or you could, I don't know, wrap yourself like a burrito in it if it was really cold.
Heck yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, that's like at Zach's wedding, dude. I forgot my sleeping bag, so I slept under a tablecloth. I wrapped myself up in a tablecloth.
It's better than Blaine's cooler spot. Sleeping
Yeah.
in the cooler.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's
Poor
funny.
man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey,
tarp would
hey,
be really good.
Oh yeah. Even for like making a tent, there's your roof right there or something.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
easy.
much. You can make it in
I've
a
done it
lot of
before.
ways.
Oh yeah.
And plus he has
Yeah,
rope
hey.
too, so
Yeah. Let's try to make all mine kind of work together.
yeah, I get
Oh, yeah.
that.
All right, let's see, Brandon. What is your fourth?
So I did in between yours and Cliff's, I said an emergency blanket because you can use it like a sleeping bag, but it also has like tarp-like properties.
Mm.
So maybe
That
if
is
it
a
is a
good
little
one.
bit warmer, like you might not need it, then you can use it more for that. But if it's a little colder, you got your emergency blanket. It's also easy to pack and to go with. Because I guess my problem is, I'm not really a problem, but you only have so much room in a backpack. Like if you're backpacking, then that's a whole different story. But I also thought about possibly like if you don't have a backpack or a big bag or something, maybe they're
Yeah.
a day hiker,
Sure.
Because if you're a backpacker,
that is a
you
really
got
good one.
food. As long as there's no bears out, you can be chilling for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are really small.
Yeah.
You put it in your pocket if you want.
Yeah. So that was my
That's
number
good.
4. Just again, I always thought about how to survive and what could be the most versatile if I only have 5 items.
That's right.
That is a good one. They I mean, relating to like random incidents, I think they make some of those emergency blankets that are like thermal resistant, because if there's a wildfire or something that happens and you have that on you, you can lay on the ground, and as long as that's covered you won't get burned and the fire won't
Dude,
touch
those
it. Like,
wildfires are nuts.
yeah.
That is
Insane.
Like that was one of the things we had to learn. And I mean, if you're part of like a wildfire crew, you have one of those.
That's
on
cool.
you
That's good to
all the time.
know.
Yeah. But
That's a good
hopefully
one.
that doesn't happen if
Dude,
you're
shout
out
out
there
Smokey,
a
man.
couple days. Yeah. But yeah, that is a good one. Good for sleeping too.
Yeah. All right, you want to get to our last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to number 5.
Number 5. So yeah, I'll say it relates back to kind of what Jake said, but some kind of pan. But I would want it to be, like a pot pan to where you could boil water. One of those smaller ones. I wouldn't want it exactly to be what do you call it? Steel. I would want it to be more of like a composite to where it'd be like, I mean, it could cool off easier. I don't have to get it and get away really quickly. And if it's burning freaking hot, I don't want to burn myself or hold on to it. But for cooking, feel like I say this, I feel like I've seen enough videos about how to start a fire in the woods, but we'll see what happens. But in the case, yeah, something to cook with, something to boil water with, easy to pack. But yeah, that'd be mine.
Of course, it's a good one since I said it too. So.
Yeah. It was online. I didn't want to say it right after, but I just had to say it. So
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah,
my
I
top
mean,
five, though.
you can't go wrong having a cot,
Yeah,
right? All right, let's see. My last one, I just said a lighter because I don't want to have to
lighter.
mess with rubbing sticks together or find some flint. Or I'd rather just have an easy way to start a fire. So
Fair,
that was
yeah.
my final item.
Get one of those
Fire's so
big
important
ones
when you
that
live.
holds a lot of butane,
Just
so you can have it for a long time.
Get a whole
Yeah.
propane tank and everything.
Yeah, get a flamethrower.
Bring a barbecue grill with you,
Yeah.
like
I'll
a
bring my
little George
Coleman.
Foreman.
I'll bring my Coleman flat top grill.
Oh, dude, those things are really good for camping, man.
Yeah,
Those
Yeah.
things are the bomb.
Blaine. Yeah. Those are great. Uh, yeah, you can even start a wildfire if you want, people to alert people to your attention. You just catch the forest on fire.
But you might
there
not
you go.
make it. Unless they have the
They'll know you're
blanket.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there
Yeah,
you
You
go.
could
bring your
probably you would
Protect
also
blanket.
be
You
charged
bring
yourself.
with
your
a
lighter.
crime.
Yeah.
You're trying to survive. I don't think they can charge you for that.
I mean, if it's like a national forest, then yeah, it's federally protected. Like you just
Sure.
light up Yosemite.
My life is more important than these
Destroy like
trees, all right?
Yeah,
destroy like half the park.
yeah.
Like
No more
millions
Yosemite.
of acres.
It's just the rocks.
And then they still don't find you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your blanket blows off and it gets engulfed in the flame.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
again, don't follow our advice, everybody.
Yeah,
No, not at
like
all.
bring as much as you can with you.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess my number 5 is just some sort of fire starter, kind of going
Yeah.
off the same sort of thing. Because it could be really hard to start them if you don't know what you're doing, but at least if you have some sort of fire starter, at least you can, get that initial spark going. As long as you
Yeah.
know just how to build it up and, wood and stuff like that, you're fine.
Get
Yeah,
some
and if you're
flint and
On
steel.
top of that, if if it's daytime, you get a lot of leaves, then you can make a little smoke signal.
yeah,
So like,
definitely.
someone's flying by, they're like, "Whoa, what's with all the smoke?" And then it's just me with the Zaza.
And not burning down the forest.
Yeah. I'm not smoking trees. I'm smoking that tree. We don't condone that here unless it's legal and you're over the age of 21, then partake as
So
you will.
that's number 6 is the Zaza.
Yeah. You got to make sure you have the devil's lettuce on deck. And a nice beer too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
6-pack.
crack a cold one while you're lost.
Bring a 30 rack of Bud Light. Number 1.
Yeah. You're not even like trying to escape. You're just like, hey, let's party.
Yeah, you're trying to escape your life.
Like cooler,
Yeah.
30 rack.
Yeah.
Zaza.
Yeah.
Next episode, how to have a party in the woods.
Yeah. Gotta have a speaker.
Yeah.
Dude, then number 5, you gotta have DoorDash on deck to get you more booze.
Dude, they can always find you, even if you're lost.
Yeah.
So, it's like,
Shout out
thank
DoorDash.
goodness you found.
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty much it for our lists. I think we all had a lot of overlapping themes. If you're listening or watching, I think you can kind of tell what you should prioritize, especially in that situation. And we just went over stuff like tools you want to have if you get lost, right? And you're
Yeah.
stuck there. There's other things that we could go over about what happens when you initially get lost, so that way you don't trap yourself further into the woods or whatever.
Right. And like cues to look for, there's a bunch of other things like don't eat this berry because it might kill you or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah. Just don't like if you don't know, just don't eat it. Like mushrooms and berries, unless you're
Yeah.
100%, don't eat it.
Don't try it.
Yeah. Like, unless you 100% know.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless it's that fun mushroom, then have at it. But
We don't condone that here at all. Unless you're in Oregon, because
We don't
everything's
condone
legal there.
anything here.
Yeah. Say, but if you eat on accident, we won't tell.
Yeah, break vlogs don't condone anything whatsoever.
Yeah, we literally don't condone anything. Like, don't do anything.
Nothing, not at all.
Like,
No.
yeah.
Maybe drink water. That's all we can tell you to do.
Yeah,
Eh,
maybe. What about the fluoride, man?
Good water.
You know what the fluoride's doing to the
Yeah, never
frogs. I'm
mind.
not going to
We don't
say it,
condone
but
anything. You know what's happening.
I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Anyone have any last sort of things you want to say before we wrap up?
well, I mean, other than thank you for having me on the show. I think I had a good time. I think we came up with a good list. I will say, yeah, you guys could probably tell we were all scouts. We grew up with this stuff. So we've experienced it. But even if you haven't before, these are just some of our ideas of good things you would want to have. So
Yeah.
again, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Anytime you want to
Of
come
course.
on, just let us know. But that's pretty much it for the Brakecast. I'm your co-host, Brandon.
And I'm Jake.
And we'll see you next week.
Adios.